Good evening. I will tell you today's story of a student in the nursing faculty and how much he suffered with all the public service who should help him and try to make his life easy. But in fact, this is the reality and the other face which many people don't know about Switzerland. Donc, inside this story, we will see that this student was being a father and he has a problem with his family, and after he get separated and he passed a very hard time, and psychologic was not being well, and in a moment he start to get up and to try to deal with his life and to have a good future, and to think about his child and his daughter. So he decided to follow study in the nursing faculty, and he announced the service social that he wished to start this study, to have a diploma, to help him to work and to do good for the society and for himself. And what we should know also, that this man, he never been in a service social, he never get help from them. Just after he separated, and his income has not been enough, so he depend in a help of service social for certain time. And to stop this, he tried to find a solution and to follow these studies and to build himself again. So the service social, they inform him, okay, you can go ahead, because he was being dependent in the assurance, and they told him, okay, you can go ahead and you can subscribe for these studies, and just you have to make application for scholarship, and if you don't get the scholarship, they can help him with special help. So, and the man, he get this from them. This is it proof that this come from service social at that time, and you can go ahead, and it is just you have to ask for this scholarship, and till you get it, we will help you. And the man, he follow the school, and almost he finished the first year, and suddenly this service social, they send him because he don't get the scholarship, but then they promise him, as this document show, that we will help you through the special help. So they decide just to stop everything from him, and they send him these letters. Okay, from certain July, we will stop you everything, and you have nothing to do with us, and unless if you don't stop your study. And the man already, he finished his first year, and he start the second year, and he try with them everything, and he try to find a way that they can help him again. And all the time they say, no, we will not help you because you are over 25 years, and in spite of there is many people they do for studies, and there is thousands of people, they do nothing, and they can pass all the day sitting in park and drink the beer, and they do nothing, and each at the end of the month they go to get the help from the social service. So after many fight and suffering from them, and he some private foundations, they help him to pay the rent of his home from September to December 2021. And there is also the foundation of Center Protestant, social service Protestants. Also, they help him. They pay him one rent, and they pay him a few money just to survive. And all this time, the man he try with these people, and they close all the door and the window at his face, and he go to them and he told them that he will lose his home where he receive his daughter once each 2 week, and but all this don't help, and they don't make them human to review his situation. So while all this suffering, this man he get really suffering and painful, and too much stress. And we know high stress can cause a lot of kind of sickness. So the man he get sick with a heart problem, and he make infarctus of myocard, and he get hospitalized in the hospital, and after he get a surgery, and after he has to take medication for the rest of his life. So he contacts them again, and he explains his health situation, and even the law speak that about a health situation. If someone gets sick, he can get the help of the state, and this is it show. This is article. It's called Article 4.1, that each one he can get the help of the state in case of he has economics problems, if he has a health problem, if he has a family problem, and so on. But also they never look to use this article to help this man. So after a while, there is a officer. He told him, "You have to reduce your courses at the school, and you have to prescribe as non-employer seekers." And he went to the insurance of non-employer people, and he was being subscribed there because he reduced his frequentation to school, and he showed them. Also, he sent to the service social, and for all that he don't follow more than one course per week. It is half a day per week courses, and in spite of all this, they never look again to see how they can help this man and let him go ahead as the way how he tried to be constructive and to help at his society. And within these studies, the man he has to make a training at the hospital, and he has to make a training at the old people medical home care, and three months a year. And if we calculate 3 months a year, salary of 3 months a year, it should be more than 15,000. And these people and this student, they work for free. And even the service social will never pay someone more than 15,000. So already the man he work for the state, and he's active instead of he stay in a park and he drink a beer and he do and so and so. So and also while the man he falls sick with his heart problem, and so he write for the general direction of this service social for all the responsible, and he explains them the situation and all, and this is the director general of the town, this Lausanne, who is responsible of all service social at Lausanne. He explained them, and she oriented him to go to the sector of the town Lausanne. But this sector where he live, they take it as a war with him. They never want to help him, and they complicate everything for him, and yeah, they close all the way for the man that he has to take, and they told him, well, you have to stop this for me studies, and if you never stop, we cannot help you. This is a document he show that from the big hospital where he was being hospitalized during his heart attack problem, and it show that diagnostic infarctus du myocarde. So this is yeah, a big problem he get, and it show the situation, the medical situation of this man, and the kind of surgery and which we call it protease, they planted for him. And here this is his heart doctors. He also make a certificate for the authority to have a look for the situation of this man, and this is his family doctors also. He wrote something very precise, and he explained very well the situation of this man, and he asked that this man should get a help from different part. And also the man he write for the general direction that he explain all what he has. And you see here, this is service social of Lausanne town. So at the end, nothing work with these people, and they don't want to see the situation. Even the law, he obliged them to reconsider his health situation, to reconsider that the man has a family and he has a daughter. She has a right to come to visit him, and the man he work for the state, and he do a lot of training for free during these studies, and since July 2022, the man he got a real work with a salary with one of this institution who offer the home care for old people. And in spite of it is not 100% a job, but he can win also not bad from this job, but it cannot cover everything. And even the law oblige the service social to give him to complete for him the different to arrive to pay his rent, and the cost of his life, and but also they never want. And since 15 of March of last year also, as I say, the man he subscribed at the non-employee insurance, and this is also give him a right to get the helps, but they never want to help. They never want to see any law, any article can go in a favor of this man. So at the end, while after all this suffering and after all these harmful times, it is logic, as he cannot pay his home rent for a long time, and he cannot get the help for that, the property management of the building where he lives, they decide to throw him out, and he tried many administrative way to delay this decision, and at the end they went to the court, and the court he decided at 14 of December that this man should left his home. And this is the court also 14 court in French tribunal. The court decides that he has to left his home, and they give him a delay till 31 March. And next week, 31 March, this man has to leave his home, and after, if he don't execute this decision, the property management of the building, they can seek the to apply this execution with the police. And now this is the situation. The man, he don't know where to go, and he cannot be just as the street. Regarding his health problem, and even there is a while when he get no help from nowhere. He cannot buy his medicine and his treatment, and even he went to this service and he asks them, I don't have really something to buy my treatment and my medicine, and they never want to help him. And so this is really a tragedy, and this is really a very tristic way that the public authority can deal with their citizen. The man, he's a Swiss citizen, he has a Swiss passport, and he lives here now since more than 20 years. But it's like this, and this show us the way how they can discriminate their citizen, and they can discriminate people just because they are, I don't know how to say it, but if they are, yeah, a dark skinned people, or they are not really originated from here, they are a citizen, a migrant citizen, and so on. So this is really a very harmful situation and very tragic situation, and the authorities, they don't want to take the responsibility in spite of all what the man he do, and all the ambitions he put out to help himself and to help the society and to do well. And in spite of where he work, all people, they like him and they appreciate him, and he can do a lot of nice things for people who has a need to get cared. And yeah, so I expose this situation for you as the public, and I wish that we can get a return from your side, what you feel and what you think about this kind of stuff and this situation. And till next time, soon I will publish you other things. Thank you very much.